So with the End Transmission chapter releasing today and the Nicolas Cage PTB coming in July, the chapter that we're getting in August doesn't seem too far away either. If the chapter is set to release in August, can we be seeing the PTB late July? I say this because since we already have the Nicolas Cage PTB happening July 5th, can we also get another PTB for the chapter in August? Speaking of End Transmission, can it be possible that maybe the devs are covering a bit more sci-fi than we imagine? Now I mentioned Alien before and I said maybe it's less likely that we will see Alien considering we just got End Transmission, which is already a sci-fi themed chapter. But Alien is not too far-fetched than I think it may be. The devs already announced that the next chapters, that being the chapters in August and September, are licensed. Remember before how I mentioned that we always tend to see those cherry on top chapters after the anniversary, like a post-anniversary surprise chapter? That chapter could maybe be Alien. Think back to when after Nemesis release, we got Pinhead. After Judge release, we got Wesker. What do Wesker and Pinhead have in common? They're both iconic and classic licenses. So if they follow that same pattern, Alien falls under the same category. I also suggest Alien because if you look back at the latest survey they did in 2021, notice how every licensed killer from 2021 and up that we have in game was in that survey. That being Nemesis from Resident Evil, Pinhead from Hellraiser, Sadako from The Ring, and Wesker from Resident Evil, all classic and iconic licenses. So who's next on that list? According to that list, the licenses that I find both classic and iconic that I think the devs are actually capable of getting are Alien, Candyman, Predator, and The Thing. There were a couple on that list that some will argue can fit in the same category, but they all seem to have issues with their licensing. Ju-on may be an option, some may argue, though I know Sadako and Kayako are very different in backstory and what they're capable of, but they both are technically the same thing, vengeful spirits. Then we already have Sadako in a spirit, so I think adding her may be excessive. She can still be possible, but I just think it's very unlikely. I can be wrong though. Now, aside from the survey, some people even suggest Until Dawn as a possible chapter. This is because the new game that Behavior and Supermassive Games are releasing, which seems to be called What Lies Ahead. For those who probably don't know, Supermassive Games are the devs for Until Dawn. So what if the Until Dawn chapter was being made before the devs even announced their new game, and that's what we could be seeing in August? The only issue I see with this is that Until Dawn is a PlayStation exclusive. Bill is in the game, and yes, he's from Left 4 Dead, which is an Xbox exclusive. That wasn't intentional by Valve. Apparently the devs tried to have Left 4 Dead work on PS3, but it just couldn't perform on that hardware, which is why it's on Xbox exclusive. I'm not saying an Until Dawn chapter is impossible, but it's just less likely considering it's a PlayStation exclusive. People also mention the fact that since Behavior are working with Blumhouse for the DVD movie, that maybe we're going to be seeing an iconic license from Blumhouse. The only problem with this is that some of the Blumhouse movies are not popular enough in my opinion. Maybe Insidious or Sinister, but only those two that I could really see. The new Insidious does release July 7th. We also may see the August chapter PTB in late July, so maybe Insidious. I really don't like to match up dates of the movies with the PTB too much, but you just never know. Just a thought. Let me hear your thoughts. What's that chapter that we're getting in August? Let me know down below. Love y'all. Take care. I'ma see you on the next one. And peace.